Italian Football Podcast.
Unfortunately, two more legends of Serie A passed away at the weekend. 2024 has not been kind. After Gigi Riva recently, we lost Kurt Hamrin, who sadly passed away at the weekend, aged 89, former Fiorentina, Milan and Sweden winger, a legend. Nima, tell us a little bit about Kurt Hamrin.
Kurt Hamrin, as he was nicknamed, he was born in Stockholm. He played once, was one of the most magically, technically gifted wingers that Sweden has ever produced. Came first to Italy, played for Juve, was loaned out to Padova, where he scored 20 goals in 30 games, and then he came to Florence and Fiorentina, where he became an icon. He became a legend. His nickname was given to him in February 1964 when Fiorentina beat Atalanta 7-1, where Hamrin scored 5 goals by a legendary La Nazione journalist, Beppe Pegolotti, who described him as he flew past the defenders like a little bird, L'Uccellino. And after that, he became L'Uccellino, the little bird, with all of Florence and Fiorentina. Paolo Rossi, who was born in Prato, famously said, I didn't go to the stadium to watch Fiorentina play. I went to the stadium to watch Kurt Hamrin play. He was part of that 1958 Sweden FIFA World Cup finalist team, scoring one of the most iconic goals in football World Cup history, in the semi-final against West Germany in 1958 in Gothenburg, where he's walking with the ball down the right wing and the Germans start pressing him and he starts jogging and then he dribbles past 2-3 of them and scores. He was part of that magical generation of Swedish players, Gunnar Gren, Gunnar Nordahl, Nacka Skoglund, Nisse Lidholm, and so on. And now everyone barring one of that team have all passed away, unfortunately. Only one player left from that team is alive. After his career, he went to Milan, where he had incredible success. He won the Cup Winners' Cup, the Serie A, and the Champions League. He scored twice in the final of the Cup Winners' Cup. He won the Cup Winners' Cup and Coppa Italia with Fiorentina. But the thing is, he, after his career, he bought a house near the quartiere, the area of Coverciano near the stadium, and became, for all intents and purposes, forever as a Fiorentina fan. The rest of his life, he became a Fiorentina fan. He's the all-time joint goal scorer for Fiorentina. He's 8th for all-time goals in the Serie A on 190 goals. What Stefano Cecchi, who is, I would say, the best living Fiorentina journalist out there, spoke of him that he chose to remain. He bought a house in outside of Florence to, quote, to demonstrate even in the plastic world of football that certain deep and simple bonds can remain forever. In a world crowded with many faces, he remains forever L'Uccellino. And that's true. Yeah. Glenn Hussein, who we interviewed on this pod, when he played Fiorentina for 2 years, he talks about how he spent every day with Kurt Hamrin because he helped him fix everything for him, off the pitch. He was a truly, truly lovely man. His wife Marianne used to welcome people to their home, fans and journalists alike. Lovely, lovely, lovely man, and an absolute legend and icon.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful from Nima there. And he was a great winger as well. I've watched a few games of him. There isn't that much footage of him. He was a fantastic winger, tricky, fast, great dribbler, and Mr. Nutmeg he was called. Yeah,
Mr. Nutmeg. That was his specialty. The nutmegs.
Yeah, he was a great player.
Did he do them?
4 goals in the 1958 World Cup as well, which shows how important he was in that tournament.